What is up, you guys? This is Mini Superheroes Today.
And in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the LEGO Summer 2020 Marvel set 76153 Avengers Helicarrier. This set is for ages 9 and up, has 1,244 pieces, 7 minifigures plus MODOK, and retails for $19.99 in the United States. Now, as of this video, this is actually not commercially available in the US yet. I got this from Zavvi.com, link in the description below, and it shipped in from Liverpool, England. Pretty cool, hometown of the Beatles. In any case, let's start breaking down this set. So, of course, I said that we have the 7 minifigures, and in no specific order. We've got Nick Fury here, who is actually the same as his Spider-Man Far From Home variant, so nothing new here. It's still a great figure, don't get me wrong. It's nice to get him in another set, but it is a repeat figure. Speaking of repeat figures, we do have the new 2020 Black Widow, who, while she's new for the summer 2020 wave, she's not exactly new because she's also in the Falcon Black Widow team-up accessory pack. But this arm printing is great on the sides, and it is a really solid figure, even if it still uses that Jyn Erso head for the millionth time. LEGO loves using that head. Speaking of repeats, we also have Thor, who came earlier this year in the Avengers 2020 sets, and also comes in another Summer 2020 set, so kind of a bummer to keep getting repeats of figures here. Speaking of which, another repeat is Iron Man. If you can't tell, it really annoys me with all these repeats, but he does lift up. You can see he's got a double-sided head there. It's a great figure, don't get me wrong, but he's come in so many sets so far, it's honestly kind of annoying. Here we've got this AIM soldier. Thank God there's only one in this set because I'm getting sick of these guys, but he does have this kind of jetpack thing, which makes sense for him to kind of fly along the helicarrier here. That does make a lot of sense, but in any case, nothing new to say about this figure because he's been in lots of sets so far. Now, on to the new figures. This isn't exactly a minifigure, but it is the brick-built MODOK, one thing that a lot of people are very excited about. He does have these little stud shooters here that shoot out these kind of poisonous bomb things here, and it's a very cool brick-built figure, but I think that the original one from 2014 or so, 2013, something like that, that's more of like a minifigure is a lot better than this. I do like the way they designed the feet, but I absolutely despise that you could see that stud brick showing there. It just honestly ruins the whole figure for me, and while it's cool, I just don't love it. But speaking of things I do love, this is the new Captain Marvel minifigure that looks absolutely fantastic. I'm sorry, you can't look at this and tell me it doesn't look great. I just will not accept that. It looks so great. Of course, the new helmet mold is new. There's a mohawk hairpiece that's new that goes inside a hole in the top of that helmet, so you could just press that in like that. Then the head lifts off, and this is a new head too, so that's very cool. Of course, you can put that hair on there, and you can spin it around, and she's kind of got a happy but fighting face too, so very cool. The printing on the figure is absolutely fantastic, and I absolutely love this. Now, it's not an exclusive because it does come in another set from the Summer 2020 wave, but this figure is an exclusive, the new War Machine. And this figure definitely takes the cake as the best one from this set. You can see he's got all kinds of accessories coming off of his backpack. The head reuses the MCU Rhodey head from the Infinity War Bricktober pack. You can see he's got his display on the face there, and it is a fantastic figure, especially with all these accessories he comes with and the blast-off stuff. It really does look great. So that's it for the minifigures. Obviously some great stuff in that department, and now we're going to take a look at the set itself. Now, at 1,200 pieces, and again, for $120, I honestly would have expected more. It looks a lot better on the box than it does in person, in my opinion, but we're going to go ahead and break down all of that here. So the first part here doesn't attach to the helicarrier per se, but this is like the little pod that Black Widow is supposed to fly. Of course, a lot like other sets, when you turn this, it fires up these studs in rapid succession. The wings do move up and down, and there are clips underneath here where you can put Black Widow's little baton weapons if you so choose while she's flying, so that's kind of cool. But the top plate piece here just lifts off, and you can see that you could fit a minifigure, just one solid minifigure in there. There are some sticker sheets there for the controls, and then, of course, these Avengers round pieces on the wings are actually printed pieces, so that's what the back looks like. It's almost like a mini one-person-sized like Quinjet almost, but would this be like a Quin pod? I'm not sure, but it does land on the top here. As you can see, you could kind of put it landed right there, but it does just go to show that the scale of this thing is ridiculous. You know, you think of the Helicarrier from the comics and of course from the MCU, and it can fit, you know, entire fleets inside of it, but that is obviously not going to be the case for this Helicarrier, so that's kind of a bummer. As far as play features, I'll show you here in just a second that there are actually wheels on the bottom, but when you spin the wheels, it actually spins the rotor propellers, and all 4 of them can tip in any direction independently. So, for example, if you move this one, it doesn't move the other sides, so, you know, they can move in their own way, but that is kind of cool. There are these big, like, I call these Jedi Starfighter pieces because the episode 3 Starfighters were one of the first to use these, but all 4 of those on all the corners have the Avengers logo sticker on it, and that's pretty cool. Up top here, you can see that there is this, let me hold it a little bit closer, there's this cannon piece here that uses a new mechanism that I haven't seen before. It spins the whole way around, but I think that this is like 8 studs long or 6 studs long or something like that. But when you press this red button, it actually shoots the missile out, and it's a new missile piece I'd not seen before too. So that's kind of cool. It's an absolutely massive missile for what it's worth mentioning. You can open this front part here, which you can see, it opens straight up like that. And then there are 3 chairs inside that, you know, people can fly in. Presumably the back one would be Nick Fury's with that coffee cup there. But when you look at it head on, you can see that there's a sticker right here. It is a little bit tricky to see, but there is a sticker right there that kind of has like a command module on it. You can see it a little bit closer there. So that's very cool. You can see that the front has a very nice like boat-like design, which of course would make sense for the Helicarrier. And while I'm holding it like this, I can show you underneath these wheels. It uses these really unique round pieces, but the main wheel is this tire grip. You can see these gears turn as I turn that wheel. It's all built on a central Technic like internal system that you build through it, so that's pretty cool. Now, there are these guns that swivel on the side here, and there's one on each side, as you can see there. So yeah, not a lot of play features, but you can see some of the details, like this divoting here. We've got a sticker up here, ST-135. And then the last real play feature, if I'm being honest, is this big cage in the back that is built to put MODOK in, so he just falls right in there, and then that's his jail cell. It's an oddly specific feature that I can't say I love. I guess that these kind of lock, so you can move this in so that the cage doesn't come out while you're flying or anything, but it's just so oddly specific that I'm not into it, you know? Like, what happens when the Avengers aren't fighting MODOK in your LEGO adventures? You know, it just doesn't make sense. But I guess that could be like a boardroom in the back, but all those exposed gears just, it's so weird to me, and I hate that you can see inside it from the top. There is a radar dish up top that I haven't mentioned yet. That's kind of a cool feature, but all in all, I'm sure you can hear it in my voice, I'm actually kind of disappointed with this set. For over $100, I just think it's kind of lame that the ship itself isn't exactly to minifigure scale. This doesn't make any sense because it kind of ruins the entire scale of the Helicarrier as a whole. And then as far as the minifigures go, don't get me wrong, there are some great minifigures here, but all of them except for War Machine can be gotten in other ways. You know, again, the Black Widow comes in that $14 pack from the LEGO store. Nick Fury came out with Far From Home. We are getting this Iron Man in a ton of sets. Don't even get me started on the AIM Soldier. Thor comes in at least 2 other sets. War Machine is exclusive, and Captain Marvel comes in another set this summer. So I just really don't think it's worth the money, if I'm being honest. Now, I will say, if you're not planning on getting any of the other 2020 sets, this is a great way to get all of those figures, right? Because you get so many in one swoop, but by and large, I just think it's lame that, you know, you pay over $100 and you get so many repeat figures. If you're a LEGO completist and you want to get all the figures or all the sets from the summer 2020 wave, you're going to have so many doubles here, and I'm just not into it. So I wish I had better news, guys. I really do, but I don't know. If I'm rating this set on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it like a solid 6 or 7. But drop a comment below and let me know what you think. It's a little bit disheartening because this was actually the one I was most excited about. Now I'm most excited to get the Avengers Tower and build that one. So, you know, I'll get all the summer 2020 Marvel sets as they come out. Like I said, this is available on Zavvi. I'll drop a link in the description below. You can check that out. If if you want to try to order this and get it early. And yeah, drop a comment, let me know what you think, let me know if you'll pick this up, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO content coming in the near future. So, thanks for tuning in to today's video, and until next time, build on.